Hey, Tours Raven here.
Starfire.
Today we'll be talking about Legends of Tomorrow.
Season 2. Episode 8, I believe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But episode 8 for everything else.
Episode 7.
7.
Invasion, part 4.
It was
the
good.
End of the crossover.
It was good. It's as big as Puffy.
Yeah.
Let's see. What did you like about it? I mean, you're not familiar with the Legends stuff. So.
I liked the lines and the humor mostly. Like, that was funny. I liked the stuff with Barry and Oliver at the end. You know, just seeing them kind of bonding and having, like, beer and just kind of being normal, you know.
Yeah.
I also liked, what else? I liked seeing, like, Stein and his daughter and...
the non-existent daughter?
Yeah. The non-existent daughter.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. I'm still freaking out over that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all? That's all you got?
Yeah, pretty much.
I love how Cisco finally knows how Barry feels.
Yeah. That. Yes. I love that too.
Yeah.
Because he's like, you know, I was only trying to, like, make things better and I made them worse. It's like, now you know how Barry feels.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he did. He just tried to make things better by bringing his parents back and it ended up screwing everybody else's world.
Yeah, I think that if he didn't free the alien in the past, there wouldn't be an attack on the present day.
Probably not.
The attack
See,
is very
one thing that you changes everything.
Yeah. I mean, Martin just talked to his past self once about just be nice to her and make sure she doesn't, like, make sure she knows that you love her. And then next thing you know, he has a daughter. Like...
Yeah.
Everyone makes mistakes. That just reminds me of the song, damn it. Okay.
What song?
Everyone makes mistakes.
I don't even know that song.
It's a Miley Cyrus. It's a Hannah Montana song.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why I don't know it.
You never watched it?
No. I know The Climb because it's from the Hannah Montana movie, but I haven't seen the movie. I just know that the song was in the movie.
The movie's not too good. I like the song, though.
Yeah. That and When I Look at You are probably my two favorite Miley Cyrus songs.
Anyways, that Cisco just, like...
I also like that he called the alien E.T. That was funny.
I think he also called it, like, it.
Oh. Well, anyway, yeah, I'm really glad that, like, Cisco knows now. Like, he feels the weight of what that is like.
And at the end of the episode, we got you're not a superhero.
You're my friend.
You're my friend.
And I'm just like, yay!
Finally!
Hopefully there'll never be any bad blood between them again.
Oh, there's gotta be bad blood.
I know.
There has to be. I mean, it's the CW.
But I feel like, too, that kind of, like, Cisco knows now, too, but I feel like Oliver does as well. And I'm not saying that Oliver hasn't known before. It's just that, like, with last night's episode, you know, being kind of, like, another universe for him and everybody else, it kind of, like, was Flashpoint. And so he understands, too.
Yeah.
And, like... So I just think that it's nice to kind of have, like, those other two people that really get it and know that Barry's, like, close to you other than, like, you know, Iris and people like that.
Yeah, and I think that, like, I think it was good for them because they discovered that, like, life without what they do is void.
Yeah.
Like, it's not fulfilling. And I think that, like, the, like, welcome back to the fold. Not soon, but
Yeah.
I mean, I think she will.
Mhm.
I don't understand why she wasn't there tonight, though. She wasn't in that big epic crossover fight.
She wasn't in the Flash episode either, was she?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she was. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because she was one of the ones that was taken.
Mhm.
Okay.
But what I don't understand is where she went. Did that show in the beginning of the episode?
I don't think so.
Maybe you missed it, just like you missed why Arrow and Supergirl had a falling out.
Yeah, I don't even remember seeing her at the beginning.
I don't know.
And
I got here late.
And I
so-
had it turned on, but anyway, like they might have shown Thea at the beginning. I don't know.
Mhm.
Do you guys know?
Put it down in the comments. Down there.
I mean, I like Legends a lot. I've only seen the
Mhm.
pilot, but I mean, based off the pilot, I know that it's a good show.
Oh yeah.
So, like, you know, I will continue watching it.
Mhm.
I just don't know what's going on with everything right now.
Yeah.
But the promo
The promo for next week, Capone.
and Captain Cold.
Yeah. 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 But he seems to be on the bad guy's side.
So he's still on the episode.
But we won't get any. What do they call it?
Captain Canary.
Yeah, Captain Canary, which I enjoyed.
I'm sure a lot of people did.
I enjoy Sarah with Nyssa and with everybody else and with that nurse.
I don't really
That
care
was
for
pretty-
Sarah with Oliver,
No.
but she's good with everyone else.
Yeah, she's good with Nyssa. She's good with that nurse from the 50s. That was a good episode. A good.
Jeez.
Not just the episode, like they were stuck in the 50s for a while.
Okay. Ooh,
Yeah.
nice. Sounds cool.
Yeah, you'd like it.
Ow.
Oh, I barely touched you. And and Captain Cold, of course, he's the one that was always hitting on her.
Well, of course.
But she got,
Isn't that
but
the
he
way
got
that
a
it
kiss out of her.
always is?
He did get a kiss out of her
She
voluntarily.
kissed him first, right?
She kissed him before he died.
Okay.
It was a farewell.
But that was the only kiss they had, or did they have another one?
I don't remember. I don't think they had another kiss.
Okay,
before
so
that.
she initiated it.
Yeah, but that's because he had talked to her previously about them as a couple, and she's like, "Are you looking to steal a kiss from me, thief?" And he's like, "Well, maybe." And she's like, "You're gonna have to work a lot harder than that." And then like when he's like, he has his hand on a button so he can save everybody, and like when he releases it, that's when a thing explodes, and that's how he dies. But she walks up to him and she's like, "You didn't have to do this, but you did steal the kiss." So, yeah.
Nice.
And then she took it really hard. She took it to heart when he died. Like,
Well, yeah.
no, I mean like she like maybe she really did have feelings for him, kind of. Hard.
That reminds me of like how it was with Doyle and Cordy, because like, you know, right before he dies and sacrifices himself to save everyone, they kissed.
Angel Buffy thing.
Yeah, and so it like kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah.
Just the way you described it.
Yeah. So yeah. So I'm looking forward to that next week. But I mean it felt kind of empty, like
Yeah, it did.
like last night. Last night felt empty.
I mean,
tonight felt a little empty.
I feel like last night, like the Arrow episode was not so much focused on the crossover, but it was more focused on like being the 100th episode, because
Yeah.
they had, you know, the parents back and they had Laurel back, and so it wasn't so much part of the crossover as it was like its own kind of episode because it was doing the 100th.
Yeah.
And so while it was really good and everything, it kind of didn't have that story going on. The only thing that like pertained to the crossover was the fact that they were like, you know, having this life in this other world.
Yeah.
So
Like, and it didn't really do much for me as an Arrow fan anyways.
Yeah, I mean,
and
I thought it was okay.
Mm-hmm. It was a good episode.
But I wasn't, like, freaking out over it.
Yeah, it was a good episode. It
Yeah.
just wasn't a good Arrow episode.
Yeah.
Like, tonight was a good episode. It just wasn't a good Legends episode.
Yeah. And like, I think the best ones were the Supergirl and Flash.
Yeah, but Supergirl didn't really have anything to do with it, except for the portals that kept opening up and Barry came through.
But the episode was good.
It was. It was good.
It was a very good episode.
Oh, yeah. Drool and everything. But, yeah, like, I mean, there's not really much to talk about. Everything you said is what was good about the show.
And I mean, even the little things that, like, reminded me of other stuff, like, when he mentioned the tractor beam, I'm just like, Voyager, Star Trek Voyager, all these lines coming to me, like, you know, we need to find a tractor beam, we need to put a tractor beam on it. I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah. I loved the fact that Firestorm was able to change the molecular structure of the bomb, because I totally forgot that he could do that. They showed it, like, it was like a thing that they tried to do in one episode in season 1, and then they were able to do it in another episode in season 1, and then they never mentioned it again. And so I was like, okay.
Those continuity issues, CW.
You're right. Work on that crap. If someone has a new ability, use it more than twice.
It's not just CW. I mean, a lot of shows have continuity issues.
Oh, yeah. But,
so, you know. I like how we know more about what should be happening than the writers do.
We do.
Like, we remember more than they do. Like, they don't remember something that happened in, like, a previous season, and we do, and we're like, that should be continuing. What the heck is wrong with you people?
Yeah.
Yes. We want it.
We do.
Give it to us.
Usually we want it. Sometimes we're glad it's dropped. But what I did like is that I think I finally discovered what the aliens were. Like,
yeah, she told me.
I kept thinking they were the Reach, and for those of you who watched Young Justice, you kind of know why I think it was the Reach. I mean, the mind control and then the pods of false memories from the Arrow episode last night. But I think it was from the Justice League. Like, the aliens that attacked the Earth that J'onn J'onzz was trying to warn people about when he was captured. He was trying to telepathically connect to Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman and warn them about a threat, and the Flash. I think the Flash was in it. I'm pretty... No, he was. Okay, I finally had a confident memory of a part where the Flash was in it. Because I was second guessing myself whether or not he was in it. But the aliens landed at different parts on the Earth, just like they did in this episode. But they were pumping out gas that was going to cover the sky and block out the sun and everything, and it would kill us. But they destroyed one ship and damaged a lot of the aliens, and then they took off running scared. All the aliens did. And that's what happened tonight. They damaged the aliens, and the aliens ran with their tails between their legs. Like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, although in the Justice League, they didn't really have a reason for conquering Earth except for to conquer them. But in this one, they did have a reason, and I mean, the reason is kind of legit, because, like, super beings do come to Earth and try to destroy us or whatever, and you also have super beings from Earth that leave and form the Legion of Superheroes in the future. Like, there's a legion of superheroes of, like, in the year, like, 3000 something or other. Lightning Lad, Saturn Girl, what was it? It was... I can't remember the wolf guy's name. But he was one of my favorites.
On what? League of...
Legion... Legion of Superheroes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
They showed up in Smallville.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, the Legion ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
they only exist because Superman and the Justice League existed. They only exist because of what was started with the superheroes. I mean, we can look, like, what I'm waiting for is for a Legends of Tomorrow episode to, like, I mean, I know we've been to the year 3000 and whatever, right? I mean, with Vandal Savage and everything.
Yeah.
But they took care of Vandal Savage. I mean, like, that's done. So now let's go way into the future. I mean, it's probably going to have to be further than 3000 because they'd still be dealing with the Vandal Savage stuff and whatever because of time, and he did exist in that time period, so whatever. But, like, go further and further and further into time in the future and see this galactic space station filled with young superheroes like Bouncing Boy and Lightning Lad and Saturn Girl and Triplica Girl. And, like,
Triplica Girl.
yeah, she makes 3 versions of herself. She has 3 colors in her hair. White, blue, and like a pinkish orange.
Wow.
And and when she splits, one version has the white hair, one version has and they have the same color outfit as the hair, and so you can tell which one's which.
Mm-hmm.
But they're usually walking around as one person, but she can split into 3.
Yeah.
There's a storyline where one of them dies, so now it's just 2, and she can't form her single self anymore. But that was so
Sadness.
sad. But I mean, there was even a good Brainiac. Okay, like Brainiac, like only one good Brainiac because he was like reprogrammed or half human
The
or something.
good Brainiac was the Smallville Brainiac, right?
No, like a good Brainiac, like a good guy, a superhero.
Oh, okay.
Not like a good villain, like he was a good villain for them to face. No, he was...
It's weird for me when people ask me who my favorite villains are, because I never know what to say.
Yeah. But, like, I want to see that one day.
Yeah.
Like, they go so far into the future, they see the future of superheroes.
They might do that.
And
you never know.
I know, right? And, like...
They take a lot of liberties with these superhero shows, so, you
They do.
You never know what you might see.
You never know if you don't go. You never
know
shine if you don't
glow. Hey now, you're an all-star.
I don't know why that just popped in my head.
Get your game on and go play.
Okay. That's my fault. But, like, I can't wait for the day that actually happens, because the Legends of Tomorrow meet the Legion of Superheroes.
Well,
like,
because Legends is the time travel show, I mean, all of them have some aspect of it, but, like, Legends is more strictly that, because they do go to, like, past and future. So, like, with that, you're more likely to see it on Legends than you are on the other shows.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, like, that would be amazing, and just, like...
I mean, I want to see them go to the 50s and the 80s, like...
They do.
I know!
You need to watch.
I just need to watch them.
Yes. And it's just... I would be so happy about that. And, yeah.
I'm sure a lot of comic book superhero fans would be happy about that.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
They'd probably have a lot to say about it. Because they're usually very opinionated when it comes to their superhero stuff, so...
Yeah. But the show didn't really last. It was an animated show that lasted for one season.
Oh, Legion.
Yeah. So I don't know how many Legion fans there really are out there.
Well, I mean, like, if it all connect, like, seriously though, even if like that wasn't that long of a show, all of that stuff connects each other.
Mhm.
So I mean, even if you know that was short-lived, there's still bound to be something Legion related.
I mean, hey, they did bring it into Smallville.
Yeah, exactly. You saw it on Smallville, and Smallville was a CW show. So like, you're bound to see it again on one of these superhero shows.
Yeah, and
it just depends on if it works for the story and all of that.
Yeah, I think that it would be. I think that we'd get to see them maybe once or twice in Legion in Legends. But I think that we would also get to see them in maybe Supergirl.
Yeah, because like Smallville was Superman, so
yeah, but also like the storyline in the animated show involves them going back in time to when Clark was a teenager and taking him from time so that he could help them. But that's before he became Superman. He wasn't Superman yet. He didn't believe in himself. He was a weakling.
See, that's the only difference between him being a teenager on Smallville and him being a teenager in that you're talking about. Because on Smallville, when he was a teenager, he had his powers.
Oh, he had his powers. He just wasn't Superman.
Yeah.
And he didn't know how to fly. He didn't know that he could fly. And
when he could, it was amazing.
Yeah. But, like, when they took him to the future to help battle the bad guys, and they gave him a Legion ring, because the Legion ring gives you the ability of flight. So every superhero in the future was flying because of the Legion ring.
Nice.
So he learned how to fly before he could fly.
That's so cool.
So that's how they taught him his classic Superman flight mode, this. Is because of the stability it gives you in the air. And, like, they explained it to him, because he was trying to fly like this, which wasn't working. He was, like, falling and, like, losing altitude and, like, tumbling around because of how the air was hitting him, and his, the current wasn't working. So, yeah, that's why that happened. And, like, they showed him how to fly correctly. They showed him this. And, like, so I'm looking for that to maybe happen in Supergirl.
It might.
But that would also involve crossing worlds.
Well, hey, they've done it.
I know, but why would Legion cross worlds to Supergirl?
I don't know.
And
maybe Supergirl would cross to...
Maybe, but it could also just be Legion is from Supergirl's Earth.
National City?
No.
Oh, just
from her Earth, from her reality, from Earth 3. Earth is 3, right? Yeah. Because 2 is where they were all evil. And it was cool. But 3, Earth 3 is where Supergirl
Did they mention that it was Earth 3 for Supergirl?
Yeah, in the Flash crossover with Supergirl. He's like, let's just call you Earth 3.
Okay. Because
Earth 2 was the one with Killer Frost and Reverb and all that, so yeah. That was the third Earth he's ever been on. His Earth, Earth 2, and Earth 3.
Nice.
So maybe that could happen.
Maybe.
Because they could theoretically get more heroes. But
they could.
I'm just really looking forward to the possibilities for this particular show.
There's a lot of possibilities because it's a time travel show.
Oh yeah, I want to see them time travel to the future to where Impulse is there. And
because they can do so much with time travel.
Yeah, I want to see Bart Allen. Come on, give me Bart.
There's so much potential. And yeah, you could see something like that. I totally would just keep my options open because or keep an open mind because that's what I meant to say. Sorry, because you never know what could happen with that.
Yeah, and if they wanted to do a future version of a character, maybe they do bring in Green Lantern. to this universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say they go with Hal Jordan. Okay, not my first bet, but maybe they do. I mean, they went with Ferris Airlines, which would make sense going for Hal Jordan, but I'm a Jon Stewart person, okay? Give me Jon Stewart any day. Like, I would way prefer Jon Stewart over Hal Jordan.
Did he play him in the more modern one?
Jon Stewart is Green Lantern in Justice League.
Okay.
And Justice League Unlimited.
Well, see, that's kind of how it is for me. Like, I prefer the Oliver from Smallville over the Oliver from Arrow. And it's not just because of the actor. I just like his character better on Smallville.
Yeah. But, like, I mean, it's because of the story that I got from him.
Mm-hmm.
And Hal Jordan is the basic all-around. Just like, it's like, you know, the superheroes we all know, were all created in one era. So they have this, you know, golden boy personality like Clark is supposed to have, like Barry has.
Yeah.
Like, it's what Hal Jordan has. And it's just like, again? Like, I thought we discovered that our generation was over that and we want something more.
Well, in the Green Lantern movie that came out, like, recently...
That was Hal Jordan.
That was Hal Jordan.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but I'm just...
It was horrible.
I know, I heard it wasn't very good.
But, yeah, like, I'm not, like, a fan of Hal Jordan simply because he's just another cookie cutter Boy Scout.
You wanted something different, and you got that with Jon Stewart.
Yes, and it's another black guy. I mean, I'm all for diversity in race and
sexual orientation.
Yes, that word. I was like, what? What was it? Yeah, orientation. Like, I'm all for diversity and all of that. And, like, he would be the second person with abilities to, the second person with abilities to be a hero. I mean, you have Curtis from Arrow as Mr. Terrific.
Yeah.
But...
who is one of the only newer characters that I actually really like.
Yeah. I like Artemis, but she wasn't on last night's episode.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Like I said, it wasn't focused on the crossover. It was more focused on being the 100th episode.
Yeah. So, yeah. Like, that's what I'm looking forward to, and that's a lot of the reasons why, and that's what I discovered about the aliens. That's who I think they are.
I mean, you know, it was a good episode.
It was.
It was a good ending to the crossover, but really there is not a whole lot to talk about.
No.
So, now, if it were, like, an actual Legends episode that wasn't part of all of that, then we would have more to talk about.
Oh, yeah, we'd have continuity to talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this is what happened last episode.
This is not continuity. This is just 4 episodes that are, like, separate stories within their own little worlds and shows and, like, having people cross over that are random people.
Yeah. The ending of last week's Legends was Sarah going, we have to go back to 2016 because our friends need our help. Like, it's just like, okay, the thing we just got done doing is over. We're going to go to 2016 and just do whatever.
The present.
Yeah, we're going to go back home and just deal with what we need to deal with.
And then go back to our world.
Yeah, to
Al Capone.
Yeah. I can't wait.
That's the 30s, right?
I think so.
Around that time. I think that's when he was, like, reigning as the mobster person.
In Chicago, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's
There's
a song called The Night Chicago Died, and it's talking about Al Capone.
When he died?
Just, like, Chicago being all, like, messed up because of Capone. Or something like that. I don't know. It's a cool song. It's like a 70s song, but yeah.
Well, yeah, like, I can't wait for that. Like, I can't wait for the shows to just get back to what they were
Yeah,
doing.
because I mean, like, Supergirl kind of already was doing that. Even this
Mhm.
week's episode was kind of within its own story.
Yeah, I mean, you had Maggie coming out, and Maggie kiss with Sawyer.
You mean with Alex? You said the Maggie kiss
kiss
with Sawyer, which is the
Maggie
same person.
Sawyer. I don't know. Damn it. Maggie coming out. Maggie already was out. Alex coming out, and Alex's kiss with Sawyer because Sawyer finally accepted her. And like, yeah, you're right. I do have feelings for you. Let's kiss and make out. Like,
Yeah. When she was saying all that stuff, though, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're gonna. I'm like, wait, like we're getting 2 kisses in the same episode. Like, what is
and
this?
then that wasn't just one kiss. It ended up being a full blown makeout. And I was like, oh yeah, Scar. But yeah.
But the only thing we saw with Supergirl that like went with the crossover was the portal stuff.
So it was just basically just another Supergirl episode.
Yeah, which was nice.
Yeah.
And that was the like finale until next year. So.
Really?
Mhm. Flash has one more next week. That's the mid-season finale. On Tuesday.
Okay, and Arrow has one more.
Yeah.
And Legends has one more.
Yes.
And then we'll be on break. And
I don't know how many more episodes Supernatural has, but
we'll have to figure out something to do so that we don't lose all our viewers again.
we didn't lose them over the summer.
Did. We were having like 50 to 80, maybe 90 views per show, per review of certain shows, right? We're lucky to get 14.
Our Supergirl reviews get a lot.
I know, but like The Flash and everything, and The Flash used to be one of our most popular.
Yeah.
We ain't getting that many views for The Flash anymore. And it's not because it's not fun to watch. We're fun to watch. You guys know that. Like, hell.
I think it's just because Supergirl is the newer show that we're reviewing, so more people are, like, attracted to it.
Yeah.
And we've been doing Flash for, like, what, 2 seasons now?
This will be the second season.
Yeah. So, I mean, people are still liking them, but I think that it's kind of not as popular as our other one.
Yeah. But, like, I'm just saying that, like, this season we're getting less views for that than we did last season.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really compute. But, I mean, I kind of contribute that to some of our fans not coming back because they forgot and they don't get notifications or they...
Or because some of them were
didn't
only
subscribe.
around for, like, Once Upon a Time or something, and we're not doing that show anymore.
And or like they didn't subscribe. That's
Yeah.
why you guys subscribe, so that you know that we make more content.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get an email, click the little bell button.
Or if you go on YouTube, you get a notification.
Yeah, I get emails. I get an email every...
I turned off the email thing because I got so many of them. I go on YouTube enough to where I don't need to get emails about new videos. It shows up on my phone as a notification, and I just go in there and watch it if it's something I want to see. I don't need an email for it.
Yeah, I get notifications most of the time.
Yeah.
Instead of emails, but sometimes I'll get the emails.
But anyway, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do one of the subscriber things over the break.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, we'll have more time to do it.
Yeah, you'll be out of school. I'll still be working.
Yeah.
But we can schedule something.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot easier than we can right now. So yeah, that's really what we're looking at, and
hey, maybe when I'm caught up with Legends, I'll do some of my own reviews or something to keep the channel going.
yeah.
From like season 1 or something like that.
Yeah.
If you guys want that.
Probably watch more anime, so there'll be more stuff down below.
Yeah, you should watch more anime so you can do your anime stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, I mean, since Legends, I mean, even though we're not technically reviewing Legends, it is part of, like, the whole CW superhero thing. So, like, for me, when I get caught up, I can always be like, hey, you know, I'm caught up now. Like, this is my thoughts about season 1. Like, this is my thoughts about, like, where they're at in season 2 and where I'm at and things like that. So, I mean, yeah, I might do that. We'll see.
Yeah. And I'll be doing my catch-up review for Arrow.
And I'll still be doing Supernatural. I just have to watch the episode from tonight, like tomorrow or something.
Yeah, for all you people who were wondering where my Arrow reviews went, I'll be doing a lump sum review of what I think so far about the season over break. And a lot of it's going to be really good.
And some of it's going to be really mad and bad.
At least one thing.
The toot of a certain character.
Yes. The toot of a character, of which you can find out how I really feel from last night's
Drop
review.
the toot, dude. Right. That was great. Thank you very much.
You'll be here all week.
What?
I said you'll be here all week.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, one more subscriber, we get 50, so we can do that 50 special thing for you guys, which we would really appreciate your input on what we would do.
Yeah. I'll ask again on Twitter. I'll be like, hey, followers, tell us what you want us to do.
Yeah.
Give us some suggestions. My friend Andrea on Tumblr suggested a character analysis, but I was like, yeah, we've done those in the past. I mean, we like doing them, but it just depends on what character it is.
Yeah.
You know.
Because some of them got really got really high views,
Mhm.
and some of them got 5 views. I mean, we
like,
don't really do them for views, but we do them for
No.
you guys to see
Yeah.
them, so
I
that
mean,
you can enjoy our content.
So if that's something that you would be interested in us doing
Mhm.
for getting 50 subscribers, we can do that.
Yeah.
We just would like to know if there's any specific characters that you
Mhm.
would like us to do. Because
Yeah.
we don't want to choose one and then not have it be something that everybody wants to see.
Yeah.
So, if there's somebody that you're particularly interested in hearing our thoughts about, let us know.
Yeah.
And we might be able to put something together. I mean, hey, we can do more than one thing. We can do multiple things.
Yeah.
If there's certain things that we think that we can talk more about or do more videos for, we can do that.
Mhm.
We could do a Q&A. We could also do a review about a show we don't normally talk about. We could also do a character analysis. It just depends.
Yeah.
Like-
or we could do a handful of character analysis.
Yeah.
I mean, analysis is
Or if you want us to do one or two characters from the same show,
Mhm.
we can do that in one video.
Yeah.
Or something like that. We'll work it all out, but we kind of need to know your suggestions before we do that.
Yeah, we don't want to just do something that you guys won't watch, because we enjoy putting our content out there so that we can make a conversation with you guys, and that's what we enjoy. We enjoy the comments that you guys put out there for us, and when we get a comment, we're happy and
Yeah.
we do respond to them. And
So I mean, seriously,
yeah.
it can be any. You know what? I should put a list of show. Okay, that would be a really long list. But seriously, if you aren't sure of a particular show that I've seen or she's seen, just ask us.
Yeah.
Just be like, have you seen this show? Because I kind of would like to hear you guys do an analysis about this character.
Mhm.
And if we've seen it, then we'll be like, okay, that sounds really cool. Thanks for the suggestion.
Yeah.
And if we haven't, we'll be like, we can't.
Yeah, or
Unless-
just the whole show in general.
Yeah.
If we're all caught up with series analysis up to that point,
Mhm.
or whatever.
Yeah. Because, I mean, we've done some character analysis for The Flash. We've done some for Arrow. We've done some for Once Upon a Time.
Mhm.
But, I mean, if you guys are interested in us doing ones for other TV shows, which I would really appreciate, because I don't really want to do any more characters from those shows that I mentioned.
Yeah, we've done
We've kind of worn that out.
We've done most of the characters.
Yeah, we've done most of the characters from those shows, so we've kind of worn that out. And really, at this point, I don't really want to do Once Upon a Time. I'm sorry.
No, we did have a really good Snow White one.
We did, but it didn't record, and I'm so mad about that.
Yeah.
Because that was great.
Some really deep insight.
We did, and I was actually being insightful, and I was so proud of myself.
I was proud of myself too, remembering all the way back to season 1. The little intricacies of season 1. I
Yeah.
didn't think I'd be able to do that, but I was.
So I mean, yeah, it can be from any show that we've seen, but just ask us and let us know.
Yeah.
You know, because if we haven't seen it, we can't do that.
Yeah.
But we've seen a lot of shows, so most likely, if you ask us, we've probably seen it. One of us has probably seen it.
Yeah.
If we both haven't, one of us has.
Usually, yeah.
So, if it's like Game of Thrones or Walking Dead, it's her. If it's like all the other types of shows, like the teen dramas and that type of stuff, I've probably seen it.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the stuff with action.
I like that stuff too, but
You watch more of the dramedy
I
stuff.
do.
Yeah.
I watch more of like the romantic teen drama type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like more of the WB type stuff before they had like all the superhero stuff.
Yeah, like if Sister Sister came out today, I wouldn't have watched it. She would have.
I watched it when I was growing up on Disney
hell
Channel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I watched it on WB.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Wasn't Sister Sister on like the TGIF thing? Because wasn't that put out through like Buena Vista though? That was like that was owned by ABC.
No.
Because Boy Meets World was on ABC.
Nah, Sister Sister originated on the CW, I believe.
Nice.
It re-aired on Disney Channel.
I did not know that. That's
Yep.
new for me.
My family watched it together. Like
Nice.
my dad.
I mean, I watched it when I watched Sister Sister when they showed it on Disney Channel. That's when I watched it. But yeah, like the TGIF Fridays on ABC back in the 90s, it was like Full House, Family Matters, Step by Step, Boy Meets World, Fresh Prince. Like it was all those shows.
Yeah, I didn't watch over half of those when I was a kid.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see a lot of those until I was a little older.
Yeah.
I didn't really start watching Boy Meets World until I was like probably in middle school.
I was watching that in elementary school.
Yeah, I probably
loved
saw
it.
it more around like 10, 11.
So, yeah, like, we could even just talk about our lives with the TV that we watched growing up, like,
Yeah.
just now, like...
I mean, I've watched so many classic TV shows, like, seriously, all the way back to, like, the 50s.
Andy
so,
Griffith Show,
yeah,
Brady
I Love
Bunch.
Lucy, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Seriously, you ask me, I'll be like, yeah, I've seen it. So, you know, I'm basically a classic TV fan.
I really want to watch the Carol Burnett show, so,
it's
yeah.
so funny.
I was seeing previews for the Lost episodes the other night.
Freaking funny. We actually have DVD. My mom has DVDs of like ones that are some of her favorite episodes, like Carol Burnett's favorite episodes, and like on each of them, like she talks a little bit about it, and then they show it. And some of them are really great because they have some really great guest stars on them. But yeah, they're so funny.
So I mean, like,
I miss variety shows.
I would, you know, like, I like that type of stuff too.
Yeah.
Like,
And she's just so
Andy
funny.
Griffith.
Oh yeah, Andy Griffith is still on TV Land like every day. My mom turns it on there like every single day and watches it.
I used to watch a little bit of Little House on the Prairie. I never saw it all.
You've never seen it all?
No, I like the whole story arc of when the girl goes blind.
Oh, Mary.
Yeah. Like when she goes blind, she meets the guy at the blind
Adam.
school, and then she comes home and lives blind.
Yeah, she comes home and lives blind. Okay.
Well, I mean, like how she
her-
like gets used to
Her
like
and
her
her
surroundings
and
again at
Adam
home
like
and
start
everything.
teaching at the blind school that they open up in Walnut Grove and Little House. Seriously, I've seen like just I need to.
I mean, yeah, like we could, like we just did, we could talk about the ancient shows that we used to.
Dr.
watch.
Quinn
Oh, amen.
and Sully's hotness.
I used to think that he was the Old Spice guy. You know.
I thought he was the Old Spice guy.
Well, not the black one. Like when we were younger, it was the
No.
It was the romantic guy.
You know who the Old
long
Spice?
hair?
You know who one of the Old Spice guys was?
Mm.
Okay, Matthew Perry, who's Chandler on Friends.
Mhm.
His dad is also an actor, and he did Old Spice commercials. So he might have been the one that you saw.
No, like the one that like everybody thinks is from like a romantic novel.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that one guy.
Well, seriously,
Like,
seriously,
didn't he do Old Spice every once in a while, way back
he
when?
might have. I don't know. But seriously, there are certain times during that show where I literally think that their story is from a romance novel because
Well, yeah.
yeah.
If Dr. Quinn came out today, it'd be slightly
it would
wrong.
be it would have to be on like Stars, like Outlander or something.
Oh my gosh, it would be so good.
It would be like so much more sensual.
It would.
It would not be family appropriate.
It would not be. The HBO show.
We can even talk about Jag. I mean, I've seen it more recently than she has, but she's seen it too, so.
Yeah.
And I love that show, so I'm willing to talk about it, like, as much as possible.
So, you know, anything you guys throw out at us, we've probably seen at least 1 or 2 episodes of it, so we know what you're talking about.
I mean, she's seen NCIS. I
still
haven't.
watch NCIS. I just don't watch New Orleans. It's not very good.
I mean, I'm the Jag fan.
Stargate.
Yeah,
Jag.
she's more versed on Stargate than I am. I'm only up to, like, season 2. And I haven't watched it in, like, over a year. So.
You know, the old good sci-fi shows.
I'll even talk about Star Trek Voyager, seriously. Like,
talk about Star Trek, period.
I know, but I've like, somebody asked me to do Star Trek, I'll be like, can it be Voyager, please? Because that's the one that I've seen all of. Well, I've seen all of Voyager and all of the original series. So, yeah.
You're still working on Next Gen?
I'm on season 5, so I have like 2 more seasons.
I'm on season 1, episode 3. But yeah, so that's a lot of
I mean, because I know that probably the majority of our viewers are also Trekkie fans.
And Star Wars fans.
And Star Wars fans. She's more Star Wars, though. So if you want Star Wars, she'll do it.
Rogue One comes out 2 days after my birthday.
It does. Star Trek, I'm better versed in, so, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what you have. That's some of what you have to look forward to if you ask us to do TV shows.
I mean, you know, like, movies too, same way.
Yeah, but there's so many movies to choose from. I mean, TV shows is probably better to stick with. I would say stick with TV shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Strictly TV then.
I mean, I love movies, but, like, seriously, there's so many movies, and probably a lot of the movies that people would want would be, like, horror or things like that. And that's,
I don't do that anymore. I used to.
And that's fine, but, like, I'm not a huge horror movie fan, so, I mean, I've seen some, but I haven't seen all of them.
Yeah. So, that's basically, like, that's our ideas for what we could do for you.
Yeah.
And
I'll put it around, like, I'll put it on Twitter, I'll do stuff like that. I'll even ask other people. I'll be like, hey, you know, what would be some things that you would be interested in hearing about?
Yeah.
So,
like, you've seen our passion for the shows we've seen, and we have lots of other shows that we've seen that we haven't mentioned.
We might even be able to talk about 2 or 3 shows in one video if it gets to that point.
That would be so long.
It would, but I wouldn't mind. I could go on for a really long time about certain shows. So.
Yeah. We've talked all day about one show. One episode, even.
I mean,
so
one of my email addresses has to do with classic TV, so.
It does.
You know.
It does. So, yeah, just like...
I'm sorry, I just get really excited over old TV shows.
So that's basically, like, what you guys have to look forward to. Like, we get excited over the lamest things.
We do.
And so you can see our geekgasms all over the YouTube.
And it makes me even more excited when people that are our age like those older shows, because they're not as liked by younger people anymore.
Yeah.
Or just haven't been seen by them. So, you know, when people are like, yeah, I would love to hear about that, I'm just like, yay, thank you. I would love to talk about it.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's something that not many of us have in common anymore. And it's because even though, like, the generation that's coming up right behind us is, like, TV and whatever generation, it's like they're not watching the old stuff anymore. It's because they're so ingrained with violence is the best thing.
Well, a lot of it, too.
The classic stuff is just too clean for them. It's too clean, it's too nice, it's too innocent.
That's why I'm glad that there's, like
Mr. Ed.
that there's, well, not that far back.
Oh,
but
that
I mean,
was good.
It was good, though. I mean, like, yeah, that far back is good. Like, I Love Lucy, you know, the typical 50s, whatever. But I mean, like, if you're
But no
thinking-
15-year-old's gonna watch that.
But if you're thinking like Happy Days, I mean that's not like super super clean, but it's cleaner than like a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, like there's not many kids nowadays that would watch that.
Or like Golden Girls, which is like the 80s Sex in the City.
Yes.
Like seriously.
Oh, the Golden Girls. They make me laugh.
Yes, they're hilarious. So things like that.
Or
I mean,
Murder, She Wrote.
I
That was
never
good.
watched that.
I've watched a few episodes.
I need to see it.
It's good.
It's so many seasons though.
I know.
It's like 11.
It's such a put off.
I know, right?
I mean, if it wasn't so long, which means it's really good.
Yeah.
But
It's on Netflix, so
Yeah.
I mean, if I ever get around to watching it, I will, but...
Came on right after Andy Griffith. Just
Yeah.
never had the time. But yeah, I mean,
Cheers is long, too. That had 11 seasons.
but you watched it.
I didn't watch all of them.
Oh.
I've seen all of Frasier, but I haven't seen all of Cheers. And Frasier's a spinoff
I
of Cheers.
remember Frasier. But yeah, like,
Hey, even if you ask us about Friends, oh my gosh. Like,
I think I'm on season 2.
I've seen
Maybe.
every episode multiple times. So,
Yes.
yes.
I'm that way with Charmed
Yeah, Charmed is great too.
and Smallville.
Yeah.
I've seen every episode multiple times.
There's only a few shows. There's only like a handful of shows that I've seen all of, but like over again.
Mm. For me, that's Young Justice, that's Legion of Superheroes, that's Justice League and
For
Justice
me-
League Unlimited, and Teen Titans.
For me, it's like Full House, I Love Lucy, Friends, like probably Little House. I don't know, Little House on the Prairie. Like I've seen all of One Tree Hill, but I don't think I've seen it all the way through multiple times.
Mm. Yeah, so I mean, you know, you got the best of both worlds with us. Like, I'm the geeky one that likes all the modern cool stuff, and she's the geeky one who likes all the anciently cool stuff.
Yes.
So you got the best of both worlds, and sometimes our worlds cross over.
Our worlds collide.
That's another song. Okay. So
We're
I
just
think
on a roll tonight.
right. So I think we basically covered everything that we could possibly do.
We have.
Unless
You want us to continue, which would be bad.
So like, comment, subscribe, share, so we can get that 50th subscriber.
Exactly. And I will put this on Twitter and I will be like, send me your suggestions.
Yes.
I want shows. I want characters. I want questions.
Yes. Yes, we do. We really do.
I really don't care. Seriously, at this point, just send us anything. Like,
Except for weird pictures. Don't send us those.
and if you do ask us questions that you want to know about us, please don't make them be inappropriate.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with answering stuff about, you know, that I like or dislikes, things that are just random questions that you like, facts you want to know about us or something. But like, don't make it inappropriate.
Yeah, we will ignore those.
I won't answer that.
So
Yeah.
those are the things. I guess we don't have a closing for this one, do we? Let's see. Until next time, don't screw with the timeline, or Sarah will get all up in your grill.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Later.